Morning, everybody. Kevin back from Watch This with Joe and Kevin. Cannot get over how uncomfortable the last episode was all the way around. In particular, when it comes to Donna and Gordon. I think their relationship, we started off the season with, Donna going to work and Gordon staying at home with plenty of money and taking care of the kids and being really supportive. But now that things aren't going well, it seems really that all seems really superficial. Donna going to the clinic, and not telling Gordon going through his health issues and not telling Donna. They don't have the relationship that they're pretending to each other in the world and maybe even to themselves that they think they have. I'm more convinced now that they're probably going to get divorced than I was at any point in season one when it looked like Donna was going to have an affair. I think that this is a really broken relationship. Gordon's health issues are definitely not going to help that. Donna being as busy as Donna's being, not going to help that. We're seeing Donna be a little bit of Gordon from season one. Right, in that she is focused on her baby community much more so than her family, and there are some selfish undertones that are going to necessarily emerge from that. Just a person's time is only so much. Now, and of course, we saw in the last episode, Gordon's kind of in Donna's position where he doesn't feel like he has a partner who has time or cares enough to listen. So he went off and had a really ill-advised, awful, uncomfortable trip to visit his brother, who I doubt we'll ever see again. Man, that was uncomfortable all the way around. I don't know. I think the writing's on the wall for this marriage, but I guess we'll see. I want to go and get started here and thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us and give a special thank you to our super patrons: AB, Actuarial Lurker, Balaj Foldez, Derek Peterson, Devin Garneau, InTC93, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Jojo Potato, Natasha Norris, NJ, Sudugunda Varapu, Trey Contreras, WerePanda47, Wolfgang Wolf, Yannick from Montreal, and Torgeir Lingstad. Thank you so much, guys. As always, really glad you're here. If you look in the description below, you'll see a link to our Patreon page for full-length reactions. We're way ahead on Patreon of everything on YouTube, but you will have to sync and watch along in your own source material due to copyright law. Be happy. What a way to start after the last episode ended. Also, Cameron kind of sucked in the last episode. She is not a character who is empathetic.
I'm okay.
I can leave work. I can quit and stay and make sure you're all right.
Donna,
okay, he is telling her.
My hands are a little weak, and yes, they're small things, tiny things here and there, but I feel good.
Okay, well, I did not expect it to start like this.
I'm sorry you felt like you couldn't tell me.
I was scared. I didn't know.
I'm here now, okay? I'm here.
Okay, well, everything I just said looks like I was wrong.
Wait.
Oh, she can't. Yeah. So she's not going to tell him at all.
What do you think about 10,000 square feet of office space?
I think they'll love it. They'll never have to see a suit and tie. There's nothing stopping us from buying up the house, the entire block. We could turn the place into a mini campus. Drop in a grid of IBM 4361 Super Minis, 300 dedicated phone lines, give them direct admin access to the mainframe.
Oh, this is how Joe gets into broadband, right?
One, two, three.
Oh, why is no one working? Is something wrong with the network?
Not yet. Unless Joe McMillan's morning coffee tastes bad.
What was Tom like as a kid?
Oh, God.
I'll try not
Oh, is this
to
meeting
embarrass him
Tom's
too
mother?
much.
I thought it was a job interview.
Every day after school, he got a cupcake and a KO, just for keeping me company.
Oh, spoiled.
Always. Oh, I gotta get to the depot.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
This is a very, very special place, and I know you're bound to have tremendous success.
Oh, that's really sweet.
Little Tommy.
Is this the phone call from Joe that's going to ruin all this? Hey, we just bought your block.
Westgroup wants to buy you.
Is it him? Is he cutting us off?
Oh, he's buying
I'm
the
coming
company.
over with an official acquisition offer tomorrow. Cameron, this is good news. I swear.
I don't trust that at all. I swear I do not trust. The way he smiled. I mean, I don't know. Obviously, broadband is the future. Spoiler alert. But I don't know if that's what Cameron wants to be at the cutting edge of. Maybe she does. I don't know how much gaming is still part of the plan with all of that, which is what she ultimately wants to do.
Okay, Joe's gonna be here any minute. So I'm thinking that we'll listen to him, act professional, and then just let him down easy, right?
I'm gonna need some time off.
Now?
It's,
No. Oh, I like how he dressed down for this. Look how cool I look.
You ready to talk?
Let boss take a look, yeah.
Jesus.
I bet it's a huge offer, though, because they're going to, of course, resist it.
So that's it, huh?
No. Inventory. 31 Commodore 64 machines, 22 employees burning on average 3,000 kilowatt hours per month. My point is, you don't care about numbers. What makes this place special is people sharing recipes, advice. Uni's killer app isn't games, it's people.
We're not interested in minimizing games.
Neither am I. Games are the innovative lifeblood of this company.
Yeah, gaming industry's massive.
Starting day one, Westgroup will begin a global expansion of your network.
What exactly would global expansion look like?
She's thinking
We're
about
not
it.
interested.
I think we should take a minute with this.
I have.
I'm not sold yet either, but I think we should hear this out.
Let's leave the past where it is and build something truly special together.
Oh, God. I don't know that his pitch is working. Yeah.
I'll get out of the way this time.
You'll get out of the way. Everybody, listen up. Joe McMillan and Westgroup Energy want to buy us up. We can all go work for a bunch of oil company suits downtown. Oh, wait, you don't want to wear a tie to work?
Cameron is just... I'm not saying it's a good plan, but come on.
Blood and sweat and tears than mindless stooges in a corporate food chain?
This is Cameron steamrolling everybody else.
I'm not asking for full buy-in now. I believe the proof is in the pudding.
It's a lot of salary to walk away from after a couple weeks.
Yeah, look, I'm not handing out parking spaces and gold watches just yet because it's just us, okay? 100% fulfillment. I'm dropping ads in the biggest national computer magazines. All right, just these and this.
Paging Joe McMillan.
Yeah.
I want to stick with the 186 so we can keep prices down. Okay, all depending on what options the customer chooses. Okay, we were offering the customer unlimited self-assembly with the convenience of plugging it in and flipping a switch. Open architecture, baby.
That's actually really brilliant.
You guys want to slam one of these together or what?
It's not a death sentence, it's a complication.
I'm sorry, honey, I'm still on brain damage.
Microscopic.
What about when Gordon flew out here all those years ago to ask your father's permission to marry you? He was so nervous that he got on the wrong plane. Had to call your father. Even told the gate agent to make sure he got on the right flight. What if he gets worse? What if one day he's in a wheelchair? What then?
They're married.
What if something happens when he's taking care of the girls, honey? Maybe what happened, the baby, was a blessing in disguise.
God, what is all going through Donna's head right now?
What? When are you going to meet up with this guy? George, right?
Maybe never.
Lev, do it. Stop being such a wuss.
I think I got it.
Did he put the note back together? Oh, yeah.
Where's how much it was for? Cameron owns 90% of this place?
Founding entry-level employees entitled to a 64% increase of current salary.
Yeah, you guys gave up a lot of money here.
Well, we already said no. So it's 1% of Jack.
You know this is a good deal.
The terms are not insulting. Yeah, but it ain't my company. You seemed like a pretty good deal to me back in the day.
I never asked you to embezzle that money, John. You went to bat for the Giant because you believed in it. You're at Mutiny because you believe in what they're doing now. You're an extremely valuable asset.
Please, Joe, I can't take such a large amount of sunshine up my ass. It makes me itch.
I love him.
We want you on that team.
Man, you're not pitching unless she miraculously changes her mind.
You belong in a corner office. And we've got one waiting for you right here.
That's a good sales pitch right there.
Don't let her cut off her nose to spite her face.
It ain't me, babe. What can I say? Kid's in love.
Oh, the boyfriend.
Don Bosworth. Hey, I've been hearing about you in my circles for years.
Sure.
I'm sure we both can learn a thing or two from each other, don't you think?
It's a drop-in to try to change his mind.
I just had to come over and introduce myself personally.
Oh, sure.
It's a real pleasure.
Pleasure's mine, Jake.
Yeah, that was on purpose.
You're not going to find a deal like this anywhere else.
Good for
If
him.
that's what Cameron wants.
Yeah, you're going to have to convince Cameron. It's getting to the point where everybody's on board except Cameron.
You don't have to hang out here all day, you know.
I've been gone too long. I've missed you.
I've missed you too.
You going to tell her that you hooked up with another woman?
I know that's why you went to Henry's. You needed someone else because I wasn't there for you.
Well, you're here now.
How's everything going out there?
Great.
How's Gordon handling everything?
Bought 40 grand worth of CPU chips over the damn phone, so I'd say pretty good.
$40,000.
She's now, mom's in her head. Doesn't he know what he's doing?
Putting the moves on my wife?
No, sir.
I got work to do.
$40,000 is a crazy amount of money.
You went to my house?
I thought I'd try you there. You weren't home, so I left
The term sheet.
Do you know what was at my house? My mother. Do you know she cried when she thought I was getting this kind of a payout from the sale? And then she cried again when I had to tell her that it wasn't true.
That's the same acquisition offer tendered to Cameron and the senior staff.
A bribe, you mean?
I just did the math for you. You care about Cameron. You should. But you have to ask yourself if you're doing right by her, if you let her make this decision from a place of pure emotion.
I don't think Tom's going to be easy to push around. I think this is working.
Is that what you want?
Yeah.
Everybody's kind of on board except Cameron now.
How much do you think it was for?
It was $5 million. We already made our decision, so let's get back to work and just forget about it, okay?
No.
Yeah, okay, speak up.
Didn't we all make this call?
Yeah, honestly, we were just curious.
How come you never told us you own 90% of Mutiny?
Yeah.
We didn't know the details of the deal or that we were turning our backs on $5 million.
I'll call your names. Raise your hands if you want to sell, okay?
Sell.
Yeah. They don't own anything.
Bosworth. Well?
You can tell they all want to say sell. They all do.
Not so.
Tom.
Mutiny.
Is he going to be honest with her?
Tom.
Cameron lives in the hospital.
Oh, no. Oh, was it a setup? Was he being catfished?
I know my father has this idea of me. Not exactly eager to prove him right.
Then don't.
Oh, please don't make this harder than it already is.
Okay, so they are done.
This is a scintillating conversation.
Dad, Joe and I...
Things here are new for both of you. New job, new home, new city. You know, you don't need to hit the reset button every time you feel the slightest bit of discomfort.
That's not what I do.
I don't know if that's right or wrong. I can't judge that.
You finally found a guy you can trust, someone who can help you heal those old wounds. I hate to see both of you throw away everything you've been building here just because of some anxious whimsy on your part.
With all due respect, Jacob, I don't think you know what you're talking about.
You think you know my daughter better than I do?
I think we can navigate our engagement without your input.
Does anybody want to know what I think?
Geronimo.
I think pretty soon we're all going to be a whole lot richer.
The hardest thing in life is to get knocked down and then get back up. And we know deep down that if it's the right idea, it could be bigger than all of us. You can follow your dreams no matter how hard it is.
Okay, I thought that might have gone off the rails a little bit.
Just 2 weeks ago, I was ready to walk into Joe's office and tell him that a portable under 15 pounds,
Oh, no.
it couldn't be done.
Oh, no. Now it is going off the rails.
The lightest machine on the market.
Oh, no.
Joe McMillan?
What?
And it dies just as quickly as it starts because they could realize something's wrong with Gordon.
Anyways, great work, guys.
And that's the end of it. They're not going to walk away from their jobs for this now.
He's stable. It's fine. He was supposed to go out with George today from the network.
Did they get jumped or?
There is no George. A bunch of guys pretending to be a personal community so that they could.
Did you give the police the subscriber info for the account? That should help them.
No, the address is phony, so.
Poor kid. Yeah, this was a really popular, stupid thing people did in the 80s. Self-righteousness attached to it.
You know, listening to the two of you talking there, it all crystallized for me. This is what's wrong. But the way you're acting now, where you're headed, you're backsliding. And I didn't sign up for that.
I don't know what you want me to do differently.
What are you afraid of?
I'm not afraid of anything. You're the one who's afraid of your history, my history, repeating. It won't.
I don't know if I
see what I see.
Who's your vote gonna be?
She told you I got a cupcake and a KO. What my mom didn't tell you was that was my dinner.
So he's been poor.
That way she could feed me for under $1.
I mean, Cameron owning 90% of the company and unilaterally making this decision is pretty rough on everybody else.
She was laid off 2 weeks ago. I don't want you to think that this is about money. It's my mom. We'll get by. This job means a lot to me. But you also mean a lot to me. And I want us to go on for a long, long time. It's your company.
No. This company belongs to everybody.
Well, it hasn't been operating like that from the beginning.
I'll call Joe. I'll tell him we're selling.
I mean, it's crazy that it took this for her to really get through that everyone else is struggling. Like I said before the episode, she's not an empathetic character. I have empathy for her. What I mean is that she doesn't seem to have empathy for other people.
Prep a huge launch of the latest game. Extract and defend.
Let's hold off on the games. Cartridge consoles still own the games business.
What about Atari? First company to lose $1 billion in a year.
Nintendo. Continuing with online games at this point would just be throwing good money after bad.
Yeah, online gaming doesn't go away.
The better the games, the bigger the door.
No. Community. That's the door. That's what will grow.
A big part of my pitch to them was that they could maintain creative freedom.
That was smart.
That sucks.
What are you doing here?
I went by the house. They told me.
We don't know who did it.
You probably never will. 6th grade. Someone wrote on my locker. I got some paper towels from the bathroom, wet them down, and scrubbed it off before anyone could see. Next day, they wrote it 20 times in a permanent marker. I never went back to my locker. Carried 7 textbooks in my backpack for the rest of the year. I guess it made my legs stronger. It's dangerous to try and really connect with someone. It's so special when you find a person you can be yourself with. You were that. Sarah is.
Yeah, they're both kind of over.
Don't sell.
Okay.
You'll make a ton of money. The company will be a juggernaut, but your vision will be corrupted and lost.
This is really selfless of him.
What is this, Joe? You fight so hard to get me to sign the dotted
It's
line,
not my
and
business. I'm not gonna bully you into this. It's your company. You should decide what happens to it.
now. Then where do you fit into all this?
I don't.
Yeah, I was going to say, I can't think of a role for him at all in that scenario.
Gordon?
Kind of wondering what part of this is for Sarah, too.
Our first order. Clark Computers. We're officially in business.
Are the guys still in? Because I would have felt like that would have been such a red flag to go running back to their original jobs.
I'm putting in my notice at Westgroup. I do believe I'm the person you fell in love with. If you want me to go, I'll go.
I want to get married.
Okay.
That's what we'll do.
No. Today.
Oh, I thought you'd
And in
say
2
no,
weeks,
not
we're
to
in
you.
California.
What a whirlwind episode. So what is she going to do?
Let me just make one thing clear. This is my company. And I'm not selling it.
I mean, she did start it. She owns 90% of it. I wasn't on board with her until I found out just what they were going to start manipulating with it, but now it's like, well, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to see some more dynamic shifts in the show for sure. Gordon's company's taking off. Cameron's taking hers away from Joe, and Joe's not working for the oil magnate anymore, but he is getting married. So much happened here that changes the direction of the show moving forward. I'm kind of wondering, like, I feel like Cameron should tell everybody, like, the series of events, including the fact that, Joe said, like, gaming's going to be the first thing to go. Yeah, there'll be more money, but will ultimately be a cog in this machine that is unrecognizable for what we are. Maybe it'd make a difference, maybe not. I guess she just saw it as it's not really anybody else's business. It's her company, and she ultimately makes the decision, and the decision is no. I do wish that she had been a little bit more transparent about the ownership situation earlier. She was giving out shares, and it sounds like none of the people who worked there realized she owned 90% of them, for the people not getting paid, which is a big deal, right? I feel like that she was making a lot of assumptions there, like the episode where she yelled at Tom for being late before she realized he was working late in a grocery store, while he's not getting paid by Mutiny at all, right? Just because I'm not paying you doesn't mean you can come into work late. I feel like that Cameron has a really hard time with her blinders and empathy for other people. No one's getting paid to work for while she owns 90% of the company, which means what money they are getting. I mean, she may be just dumping it right back into the company, but it's still, she's the most financially secure person there. Everybody else is completely broke, except Donna, of course. So I don't know. She's got to work on her communication. Cameron really has to work on communication. I like her final decision at the end to not sell, because obviously that would have really changed what her company is. She would have been miserable. She would have been rich and miserable, I guess. And she'd rather be broke and idealistic, which is one of the things I like about her, is her idealism and her ambition and her drive and her monomaniacal belief in herself. Those are all great characteristics of Cameron. So I'm really hoping Mutiny works out moving forward. I certainly hope it works out for the people who work there. But I don't know. Is there a possibility? Because, well, never mind. There's no possibility because Joe's not going to be working there anymore. But there is a scenario in which Cameron would refuse to sell, but Joe could have started poaching the employees simply because they were the ones that built the broadband overnight that he really wants to get his hands on, the broadband future. He could have walked in with a whole lot of big offers to get people out of there and working on it without Cameron. Although, let's face it, Cameron, Donna, and Tom seem to be the big brains of the operation. So yeah, this is going to be a lot of change moving forward. I'm super surprised that Joe's getting married. I don't know how that's going to work out in the long term on the show. We've got it's a short run of the show. We've only got 23 episodes left total of the show, so there's a lot that's going to happen. But I started the episode thinking that Gordon and Donna were pretty much done, and now they seem like they're somewhat closer than ever. So we'll see. It's good writing, and they can take us any direction, and we'll just have to wait and see. And I'll continue to get predictions wrong. Appreciate it, guys. I will catch you soon.